It's me.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. And in today's video, we're gonna do my hair and we're gonna have a story time. So let's get right into it. Woo. Oh, but to start the story time, this story time is about like a pedophilic kind of like teacher. I don't know if like I definitely say she was a pedophile, but it's the summertime, so hopefully I don't have to go back to that school. Hopefully I end up moving, because it would suck for me to have her class and for her to have seen this video, but whatever. So basically, our Spanish teacher, we ended up being in her Spanish class starting August last year all the way to December, I think. Yeah. And she was all cool with like the seniors or whatever. She had like her favorite students that would always come in her classroom and stuff. But like I didn't get to see like the other classrooms because I wasn't in the other classrooms. But when she was in our class, like she was always touching or talking to some boy. And he was just like, and from what I was seeing, she didn't really like the girls that much, but she'd always be like, oh, I'm team girls or whatever, but you just knew she liked the boys better. And it was a time to, like, this happened like later on in August, but the time that I remember that is so like in my brain is when she what did she do? We're sitting down for something and we're talking about body parts, so we're learning body parts in Spanish. And what ends up happening is there's a boy, he's sitting like this. I'm sitting behind him, but no, I'm sitting like behind him, but like
who the fuck did your hair?
What? And so she's talking about body parts, and she's like, oh, and she comes behind him. And when I tell you on everything, she comes behind him and she's like, oh, this is the Adam's apple. And she's like stroking all on his neck, and I'm like, what is going on? And I'm looking around, like looking at my friend. I'm like, did you all see that? Like, did everybody see that? And she just does that type of stuff all the time. And she just like gets away with it. And I'm like, and mind you, she has a boyfriend, and she's like 32. She's like 32, but she's all on these boys, and she's like touching on his neck. She's like, yeah, and this is the Adam's apple. And I'm like, yo, like we had to get that on camera, and we did. But I don't have her no more, because person that took the video, she won't share. So, but I remember that, but I couldn't take the picture because, like I said, I was sitting behind him, and because I didn't want her to get me. Because I remember, like, after that situation happened, like a little bit after, we asked the boy, we're like, hey, are you okay? Like, I know that was probably a little weird for you. Like, were you uncomfortable? And then he gets mad at us, and he's like, yeah, I was uncomfortable. Like, what do you expect? She touched on my neck or whatever. And I'm like, okay. We was just asking. And then he tells her, he's like, they're like, Miss, what's Miss, you know her name. They're like, Miss, they're trying to get you fired. Like, they're trying to get you. And we're like, bruh, we just asked if you're okay. We're trying to save you. But he told on us, and she's like, hey, y'all better stop because I have y'all grades in my hands. And we're like, because I'm like, girl, you know, fail me or whatever, but like I'm gonna get you fired because like you're touching on these little boys. We even made a plan, like me and a bunch of other girls, like we were gonna go like report her. But the only reason why we couldn't report her was because like she did so openly, but also so fast. and it was hard for us to get like any evidence against her because her desk was like sitting in front of everybody, like she'd be able to see everybody. And because some of the other kids in the class, they actually liked her, even like the boys, they actually liked her, so we weren't able to like do anything against her, so we just kind of had to like leave it. She was always doing that. Like, it was weird. And it was like every time we came to class, we'd always be like, oh, who's gonna get touched today? Like, that's weird, but like, that's always what we were thinking. It's like somebody's gonna get like touched today, which is kind of sad. And we feel bad for some of the boys that it happened to, because like y'all should not be getting touched on in no type of way, because like that's weird. Like, number one, you're like 15, 14 years old, and she's what, 32? Like, that's nasty. That shouldn't have even happened. And from other teachers, no, not other teachers, because obviously teachers tell us, but from the other teachers, we not, why do I keep saying the other teachers? From the other like students that had her before, they would also say that she would like touch on the boys in class too. And it's just like, so we're not the only one. Like, this has been happening, and she's just been getting away with it. And on top of that, she was friends with this one teacher that everybody kind of hated. Like, if you weren't a senior in this year, you hated her, because all of the seniors, they loved her and stuff, but mostly everybody else did not like her, because she was like really strict and stuff, and because she was also just like mean. She was like passive aggressive and stuff. And this teacher, she ended up slapping a kid. Like I was saying, yeah, she ended up slapping a kid, but I wasn't in that class when she slapped the little boy, so I don't really know. But every time like it gets brought up, he says that he can't like say anything about it, and it ended up being like a court date, which is crazy. But yeah, she ended up slapping him. And it's crazy how the pedophilic teacher and the strict teacher that slaps kids, and she always like, in the strict teacher, she's always cussing at, well, used to, she left now, but she's always cussing at us and stuff. Like, she used to always do this. She'd be like, y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself. And we're like, whoa. And she would always tell us like how much like she hated us. She'll be like, I'm so glad that I'm leaving y'all, or whatever. And it's one thing for like a kid to say, because it's like, okay, everybody want to leave, and because the school sucks. But it's another thing for you to be our teacher and for you to be saying how much you don't like us. Like, okay, we get it. Like, we get it. But she would do a lot of that. And it would get annoying from both of us. From both of them, like, one, because you don't know how to keep your hands to yourself. You're 32 years old with a man, and you can't seem to stop touching kids. And then, number two, the other one, she's just strict, and she's also can't keep her hands off the kids, and she's cussing at them and stuff. It's like, bro, what's going on with the teachers? But both teachers really didn't like none of their students. Like the teacher, the pedophilic type teacher, if you weren't a boy, she wasn't paying no attention to you. So, and the other teacher, if you're just quiet in her, like, anything you do, like, she'd get on you. Cause I remember, like, there was times where I would not talk to her, no nothing. For I don't know how long. Like, I would just not talk in her class, because it's like she was strict already, and I just didn't want to deal with that. Like, I don't have time for that. I'm here to learn. I'm not here to argue with no teachers. And she would just be like, you never talk in my class, you never participate, no nothing. It's like, why are you getting mad at me? But like, you're probably like, all she said is that you're not participating. No, like, the way she said it, she was like, you're never participating on nothing, you don't do nothing in this class, you just sit down. And I'm just sitting here like, at least I do my work. I was getting 65 out of 65 every assignment. So why are you, like, why am I getting in trouble for not participating or nothing like that? Like, I just don't want to talk to you. That's it. Simple as that. But now I don't know what else to talk about because that was really it. Like, from then on, the teacher, she would just like keep touching on the little boys, which is weird, but it's not that we could do. We never ended up getting enough evidence to report her anyway, so the next generation might have to report her. Or she might leave or something, but we haven't been able to report her or get on her or nothing like that. So she's just still on her pedophilic reign. Which really sucks because, like, I kind of wanted to be the hero. Like, I wanted to be Batman. Like, I wanted to save my school from crime, you know. I wanted to save my school from, you know, this bad teacher. Like, bro. Like, just touching on boys or touching on kids, like, anything like that's nasty. And for you to do it in a school setting and then for nobody to, like, call you out on it is weird. Like, weird. Like, there's no reason, like, stuff like that should even be happening. Like, if I was a teacher, like, I would never be a teacher. Like, if I was a teacher or principal or something, I would make sure, like, to not have that happen. Like, because I know for a fact that there are cameras in the classroom. So how has nobody seen her? Now that I'm done with the story, I'm supposed to debrief. Like, talk about my theories. Because if there are always cameras in the classroom, how has nobody seen her do this? How is she not caught? Like, does she turn the camera off? Does she know how to turn the cameras off? Or does she know, like, a place where the cameras aren't at? So that's why she does it in a specific, like, area. Like, what? Like, I'm confused. Like, I need to know. Like, how do you get away with that? And especially for you to know all of that, how long have you been doing this? I'm gonna record this again because this video is bad. And I'm like, I'm so bad at telling stories. Like, I'm good, but I just feel like I need to, like, know the people and, like, sit in front of them and actually be able to, like, communicate thoroughly with them. Because doing it on YouTube is different. Doing it on YouTube, like, I guess it feels natural, but not as natural. Like, it's like, I don't know how to explain. I was gonna put some music right here, maybe. Well, I want to get my comments up, so if you made it, like, this far in the video, let me know, like, who's your favorite, like, superhero, or, like, superhero? Yeah, who's your favorite superhero? And, like, do you guys watch anime? Because I do. Like, if you do, like, what's your favorite characters? Like, what's your favorite character in anything? Just leave it at that. carpet and cutting it. It's not. Okay, bye guys. Thank you for watching my video.